Hi guys, we're just a few hundred meters from Goromonzi High School. We are here to hand over the books that you all contributed. Thank you guys, thank you so much. We've donated 50 copies of Shooting Through Concrete Walls and 100 counter books, and we're gonna hand them over. I'm not sure whether we're gonna hand over to the students or to the headmaster, but guys, I'll keep you posted. So we're driving close to the gate, and I'm gonna cut this live just before we speak, and then I will connect again after the formalities. So guys, this is a few hundred meters to Goromonzi High School. We used to run around this road. We used to do cross country millions and millions years ago. It's so nostalgic. I haven't been here in a very long time. I won't say how many years because it will reveal my age. But guys, so many changes have happened. This used to be farmland. There's houses now. Wow, so much development has happened. There's so much change. Wow, big houses. This is like, okay, so I think this is the gate. There never used to be this nice fence. This fence, we never used to have that big billboard, but I'm thinking this is the place. Yes, it is. Whoop whoop. Guys, welcome to Goromonzi High School, the school that I spent 7 years of my high school. Yeah, and the school that I started writing. I remember writing a book when I was like, I think from 16, 17 years old. Yeah, so this is the entrance to Goromonzi High School, and there's that sign. Okay, I don't know if it's visible enough. Okay, Goromonzi High School. Whoop whoop. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. And then we're gonna get to the security gate. So this is the in gate, and then when we go out, we're gonna use the exit gate. This never used to be there in those years. But anyway, just hold on, guys. Okay, guys, we're at Goromonzi High. I've just met Mrs. Mjeni. Mrs. Mjeni was my Form 1 and Form 2 science teacher, and Mr. Makangano, my Shona teacher, and you remembered that I was here in 1993. So guys, your books have arrived, your donations have arrived, so we are handing it over to Mrs. Mjeni, Mr. Makanganwa, and this is Mr. Gombera, the headmaster. It's just a bit unfortunate that we came here at a time where the school is in mourning. They just lost a beloved teacher. She was also one of us. She taught us when we were in Form 1 and Form 2, Form 3. She taught us fashion and fabrics, and the school is in mourning, the family is in mourning. We lost Mrs. JJ. So we are celebrating this, but we are having mixed feelings. But we just had to hand over since I was already here. So we're just handing the books to Mr. Gombera and Mrs. Mjeni and Mr. Makainganwa. So we're gonna be carrying the books to the headmaster's office. Let me just. All right. Okay, so we'll be now taking the books to the headmaster's office, and then he will decide how he wants to distribute them, whether to the library or as just a English literature book or whatever they decide. But thank you guys for your donation. Thank you for remembering our school. I was very nostalgic when I was walking in. I feel like I'm back home. We all grew up here, we developed, we became people here. The school has had a huge impact on us. I still feel like I'm home, and I wish I would frequently come. So I want to implore you guys to keep remembering Goromonzi High School. Please, let's always remember where we came from, and let's give back from where we came from, because the school made us who we are today. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jessica. And thank you everybody who helped. It wasn't just my efforts. I just went out and said, guys, I want to donate a book. Anybody wants to help? And then some people also came and put resources and helped me. Some people said it was short notice, but everybody who contributed, thank you so much. I hope we'll do more.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Guys, the school has improved. There's so much, can you see glass doors? And we never used to have all this. They've improved, eh? And I'm impressed. Guys, don't after the tour and it's okay. If don't donate score, then good idea contributor. Wakati hapa ndio wanaelewa tufanye sana kwa wetera mali. Na wao tunatenga mapokando tunatenga contributor 20 sana. Saka pani assist bastawu chananchifunga na ifuma tishango lora na list na sitando ya nayo. But ya ndinauzo kanisa kuita but ndofuna nishaenda nono itakavi. Ndio mkauze kavi. Ekungoti donation yemswaka itiya bastawu. Kuti raiwo vanhu pavanya so fara ivo unenge tichiona kuti vana vedu vakatifunga but vamwe vachona vaito saka kana muchingotibvumidza tuye tinogona kuti tinenge tisingazivi kose tatandoita lose touch ka saka tasingachazivi kuti tinobvumidzwa
hatibvumidzi ivo vacho vakati kana mazofunga kuti nehanzi neimofunga ivo futi
aiwa tinongobatirana pamwe chete asi ndikufara ndanzwa unge mwoyo wangu wadzokera kumupashaiko guys vosakauya tiri vana vadiki tichitochema tichiva timafomu 1 tikazoba pano tava prefects tava confident tichitofunga kuti how is tasvika kunze kuya tikaona serious zvataifunga saka zvimwe zvindakanyora kuti dzinonguva upenyu hamuisi easy vatinofanwa kungoshingira saka nekurangu zvadaikutaurira really an inspirational story that's just about my life. Vakadakatorangarira 5 years zvikandaenda kuprimary achinzi zvakaitika handinaunyora ndichinyora sita rechikoro asi ndakangonyora amberi kuita kuti experience price but handakanyanyora zvakanyanya but machallenges andakasangana nawo kusvikana nhasi tichingoreflecta upenyu hausinyore saka panapa ndakangonyorawo ndichingoita process but vanhu vakatanga kuverenga kuti but mukura kweri rinotobatsira vanhu vakawanda kunyanya vevasikana ine kufuma ndingonyorawo kuti ndakasangana nezvakati ndikazozvioda so apa ndikadai ndikasangana zvikati aiwa rinotova nekavo karinotopa kuvanhu vanogona kunge vachisangana nema-different challenges saka vanhu vari kundipa feedback iyo ndivana kuti saka vanhu zvakadaro ndinodonetawo kana vachidawo kuwedzera kulibrary kana vachida handisi kuti unodecida kuti unoda kuishandisa sei
tishandisa kulibrary
kuisa kulibrary
tachikumbira kuti totakura 1 ubaba abini pair 1 kindane kudhaini yavasikana inotende zvanhu vaungana
kuneduna apakatisadaimadamaitena taidya chipi taidya mgoni taida kumurehwa tidi Janet chindikudze but akari mujunior wangu
ndivona ndikukonfisa naye
Janet she was I think 2 years junior.
Janet was here but speech president
ndogara ndichitaura nawo vanga vari actually anga siri 2 years 1946 ndiri prefect wake ndaigara muhostel but izvozvo kuti unozosangana muupenyu vachingondisisi vachingoti vana sisere vari prefect karo zvachinji
tikwane vabatisi
alright hanzi toenda kudai alright alright
Aiwa, havasati vapinda saka ndakaizvesha.
I didn't know what to expect, but I developed into a young girl, and by the time I finished in 1995, I was a prefect, and I used to sit in that corner. I don't know if the prefects still sit in the corner there, I don't know. So the prefects would sit in the corner and the teachers would sit here, and yeah, it was an experience. It was challenging. You know, teenagehood is not easy. So, but at the end of the day, I passed my high school, and then I went to university, studied accounting, but it was not easy. And then right now I work in project management. I work in South Africa. I work in project management, but I also realized I also have a passion for writing. And as I reflect back, I realized I even wrote a book when I was in Form 4. Form 3, Form 4 thereabout, I wrote a book in an A4 exercise book, and I don't know where that went, but that was my first attempt. And then when I went to Form 5 and Form 6, initially I thought I was going to be a doctor. I thought, I'm going to be a doctor. Mrs. Mjeni was my teacher. She taught me Form 1 and Form 2 science. Mr. Bakaigana taught me Shwana, Form 4, and Mr. Batina taught me agriculture, and yeah. Sorry, I just also have to pass my condolences for the passing of Mrs. JJ. She also taught me fashion and fabrics in Form 2. Yeah. So my heart was torn when I heard that she passed on. I actually didn't know she was still here, but I'm excited to find that we have our teachers that were there so many years ago that are still here, and it just shows how valuable this school is. And as me and my friends were driving into the school, there were a lot of changes that I saw. There was no school gate that you could, with a boom boom those days, there was no in and out gate, there was only one gate, you just drive in, there were no securities at the gate. So there were so many changes, but still, as I stepped in, I felt like I'm coming back home. It felt like home. And as I was walking into the administration, my tears almost came out. I just started reliving those years when I was here. And when I saw you walking, I couldn't believe the same uniform that you're wearing is the same uniform. The same skirts, the tops are the same tops and skirts that you're wearing. There are a few changes, but there's a lot of things that still bring back those good memories of my time here at Goromonzi. When I mentioned to my other friends that, guys, I want to go to Goromonzi and donate the book that I wrote, and if you also want to partner with me and donate, you are free to do that. A lot of my former classmates were like, wow, you're so privileged. We also wish you could go back to Goromonzi. And even my other friend, I have another friend who used to be very quiet, and she never used to like boarding school. But now when we talk about our boarding school experiences, we realize that our time here helped to fashion the people we are now. It kind of like shifted the way we think, it kind of like modeled the people that we are. So we might take for granted our experiences here just being in school. But I left here in 1995. I don't know how many years ago it is. Probably 30, I don't know. For those who will do maths, it's a long time. But every time we think of Goromonzi, we still have WhatsApp groups of people that we were in school with. We talk about our experiences because they shaped us and they made us who we are. So why I'm saying this is, I'm just encouraging you to not take for granted the experiences that you have here. Mr. Martina used to scare us in agriculture. He used to beat us up, taking carrots and something. But those experiences are valuable even to us. We took agriculture for granted, but now we realize that most people are now having their own plots, they're having their little farms, or they're farming in their backyards. But that time we used to think, it's dirty, we don't want to dig, we don't want to put our hands. But there's money and there's wealth in the soil. So never take for granted the lessons that you gain never take for granted your experiences here, because later on in life you're going to look back and realize so that these are the things, the stages or the phases that shape who you are going to be. So make the most of your time here. Take as many lessons as you can. Form relationships, the best relationships that you can. So my friend asked me once, like I said, when did I start writing? And I couldn't remember until I remembered I wrote in Form 4. I thought I was going to be a doctor because I used to think I'm good in maths and science. But I came up with a B in maths and I couldn't then qualify because at that time there were so many people with A's in maths, so I then went and did commercials. I did commercials and then I went and did my accounting. But now I'm writing a book. But this is a lesson that I learned in my literature classes. It's a lesson that I learned in my English classes. So there's no subject that is invaluable, because you never know later on in life. People start with certain careers at the beginning, their careers evolve over time. They start finding out who they are. And maybe that one subject that you thought was not valuable is the one subject that you will end up using as a career path in your life. So regardless of how many subjects you do, don't disregard or think it's not important. Value every lesson, value every experience that you get, because you never know how it will shape your future. So yeah, this was just my experience here. It's valuable, it's invaluable. I can't mention it. When I saw Mrs. Jenny, I was almost tearing. I've seen her over time. I have a daughter who's an adult, older than you guys. She's working now. But when I wanted my daughter, because I stay in South Africa, my daughter was also in South Africa, and I was like, I need my daughter to go to high school. Let me go and look for a place for her to go to Goromonzi High School. I came back here and tried to get a place. Unfortunately, when the intake was opened, I couldn't come, and then I couldn't secure a place. But I wanted my daughter to come to this valuable school because I felt it had a huge impact on my life, and I also wanted her to be here. But it was unfortunate it didn't. But you are blessed that you are here. Make the most of it. Make it count. Okay, so about my book. My book is called Shooting Through Concrete Walls, and it's a memoir. It's like an autobiography about my life. This just came, I didn't think I was going to publish a book, but I was just reflecting on how my life transitioned or detoured, because not every plan that I had for my life panned out the way it was supposed to be. When I thought I was going to go into university, I didn't go into university at that time. When I eventually went into university and graduated, I didn't get a job in the company that I wanted to get a job in. When I got a job in a certain company, I didn't get the salary that I wanted, that I thought was the salary. So somehow, life didn't give me the things that I thought I should get. But at the end of the day, regardless of the many detours, I then still keep hopeful that one day things will change. When people look at me right now, they might have a certain perception, but I have a history which was not so pleasant. And when I wrote it down as part of reflection, I then realized that during most of those experiences, I felt like I was shooting through concrete walls. I felt like I was hitting against brick walls. But the most important thing is I did not give up. Even now, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I am still hopeful, I'm still very prayerful, and I believe in God's time, things will happen the way God wants them to happen. So basically my book is just about my experiences, some of them not so pleasant, some of them pleasant, but it's just about challenges and navigating around them and coming out of them eventually. And then when you move out of that challenge, another one poses itself, and then you fight it, and then you move out and you continue to keep on fighting. It's about resilience, it's about being positive. As a girl, I wrote from when I was a young girl, so as a girl child, these were the challenges I faced. And as a woman today, there are certain challenges that I still face, but I now walk tall, and I know that I don't have to let those challenges pull me down, but I have to just keep believing that things will improve, that things will be better, and I will trust in God that things will change. So it's an inspirational story. This is the feedback I've received, hence my decision to say, okay, let me go to Goromonzi since I want to go and connect and donate some of my copies. Maybe the girl children at the school will read a few pages and find something that resonates with them, or something that inspires them, or something that will pick them up from a bad experience or a bad moment. So girls, ladies, young ladies, this is my book. I was a literature student who ended up being an accountant who's working in project management, but I'm still writing books. So never underestimate your experiences or the lessons that you learned, because you don't know when they'll take you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So she has donated 50 copies to the school, and we'll be putting them in the library for you guys to read. You came at the right time. There are some candidates who were contemplating, dropping some subjects as we are busy registering them for success. And I've always said to them, don't drop subjects, never attempt, because you never know what life is going to bring you. So what a valuable lesson. Let's give her another round of applause. Otherwise, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you guys for coming to Goromonzi. Yes, you can sit at the table as we see whether there's some food. Take a seat. Guys,
I think we did right. Okay, I think we did. I don't know. I think we can have it.
Okay. Tinozviziva kuti mubhaibheri mumwe murume mukuru akatengesa udangwe hwake ainzani ainzi Iso akahutengesera kuna Jakobho nekuda kwenzara. Akati tora hako birthright haina basa, asi akazomukosta nekuti akazoblesswa ndiani? Saka tongwarira nzara inotikanganisa kuwana zvimwe zvinhu zvinogona kutibatsira. I thought you wanted to answer a question.
Oh, she was asking. She said she heard that I said something about people joining. So I was just clarifying that when I decided to donate, I then decided to also open it to my former classmates to also donate if they wanted. So they also contributed some money, which bought the books.
Okay, guys. You know me?
Yeah!
Who's your favorite character?
You were solo.
Tanya usually says,
The major reason why I'm here is to support my sister. I know this was coming, but I didn't think like this. Too much. But like she has said, she has a book that she has wrote
I've also gotten the chance to look at it. It's a very, very good book for young people like you. I'm also going to market it on my social media pages. So please, if you get a chance, please get a chance to look at it. The name of the book is called Shooting Through What? Shooting Through Concrete Walls. So whenever you get a chance, whether in the library or whatever, get a chance to look at it. Otherwise, if you don't, what will happen? If you don't read the book, you know what's that, mama?
Thank you so much for arranging for Miss Jesika to come to us, empower us like this. It's an honor to have her here. We are privileged when you show concern and love for us as the girl child, so that we can be better people when we go out there. Mr. Martin, Mr. Makangara, Miss Vijay, and all of our teachers remind us to survive those are just in the activities those are Bible. So singing here, so let's remember look at true and our future can I so thank you for those guidelines. We are grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much.
That's our picture of Kaisapa. Nipa kamera pa hard surface sekutoro watakadenga apatarisiro kuita sei kunge paine muti wakadai asi zvinokana ndakutarisa title yawakanyora panapa ndakutoona zviri mukati mebhuku zvokuti ndisina kuvhura bhuku iri kuriverenga I can teach this book zvichitotaura maybe beyond zvawakanyora iwe uchifunga because patitle kwako pari kuti shooting through concrete walls handiti ende ndokubva watipa iwewe muti wakamera pamusoro pemuti peimba kana kuti pachidziro saka pachidziro cheimba nemuti uri kutokura zvotoreva kuti ndakutoona zvemukati mebhuku even ndisina kuribata kurivhura bhuku rikuverenga ndogona kutotaura zvakadzama zviri mukati mebhuku apa ndakutobatsirwa hangu kuti wanga uchitaura hako uchiti ndakakura ndakadai ndakadzidza ndakadai ndikaona matambudziko akadai matambudziko mamwe aindidai asi ndichizogona ndichisimuka ndichifambira mberi neupenyu chiratidza kuti zvandaidawo kuti ndiite zvakati handizvo zvakazobuda zvimwe ndaita pick up mapieces ndichienderera mberi zvotoreva kuti this story this cover page of your book tells the whole thing. It tells the whole thing. This tree is growing and it's growing on a hard surface and it's not a normal growth. It doesn't grow like other trees. So it has got some difficulties in its growing. So then shooting through concrete walls. Now, what is concrete in your life? Which are the concrete walls that you faced? Then that part where you went down and you picked up yourself, those are the walls that you are talking about. And that is symbolized by the tree that you have brought on your page, on your cover page. That's a very good way of writing it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But if sometimes life takes you in a different path, embrace it.
What happens if you have many career paths that you want and that you think that you have a future in? What one are you going to choose?
And they're kind of like interconnected. For example, you know whether I want to do electrical engineering or chemical engineering or civil engineering against mechanical or something like engineering.
Private business, architecture,
you planning on getting married? Are you gonna have kids? Will piloting make you spend time with your kids? Will you be okay being away from home and not being there for your kids? Knowing that you won't be okay being away from home and knowing that being a pilot means to be away from home, you still want to be a pilot. You still want to be. So how are you going to manage that element of raising your kids when your job requires you? How are you going to manage it? Of doing both? Travel with the kids? That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, so maybe those are the kind of decision-making processes that you have to take. So you do that for the piloting, you do that for the other, until you get to a point where you're like, having exhausted all the options, which am I still comfortable with? So you probably just need to apply your mind a little bit further. What are the pros, what are the cons? Am I able to live with the cons, the pros, the negatives? But it's eventually time. When the time is right, but obviously you have to apply your mind. It's 3:20. We've been here from around 12, and we had an overwhelming response, guys. It's so humbling. The school, the headmaster, my old teachers that taught me when I was in high school, the students, the girl students. I had an opportunity to address the girls in the dining hall, over 300 girls. Guys, it was overwhelming. So now we're done, we've handed over, we signed some autographs, we've answered some questions. I've answered some questions. Now I'm returning, but as I'm driving out, I just want to give you a glimpse of my school for the last time as I say goodbye. Thank you for the response and the support. The donation went well. Let's keep doing good and let's keep giving back to our original, places that impacted our lives. Let's give back to our schools, our societies. Thank you, guys. This is overwhelming. And as we go, let's take a drive out of Goromonzi High School. Yeah, so that's the headmaster there. We're saying goodbye to him. Okay, he's busy talking to someone. Okay, like I was saying, the swimming pool is somewhere in this red fence. I used to swim in there.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, this is the Form 1 hostel. I used to stay there. I stayed there when I was in Form 1. I also stayed when I was in Form 6 as a prefect to the Form 1s. I had a room in that hostel many years ago under that mango tree. I signed lots of autographs today. I got tired, our hand was aching, but it was humbling. It was humbling, guys. It was so humbling. And then the Form 3 hostel called Nehanda. Oh, the Form 1 hostel is called Moyo, and then the other one is BZ, and then the Form 3 hostel is called Nehanda. And then and then that's the Form 4 hostel. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I want to take the bait hole before. I want to take the bait hole. So that's the Form 4 hostel. And we used to stay there when we were in Form 4. And then this is the bait hall. There was lots of entertainment that happened there. We also had our assembly in there. So the headmaster just told me that the enrollment of the school went extremely high. The current enrollment, the students can't fit in the hall anymore. So I asked him, so when you have assembly, what you do is like we assemble outside. So in that open space, they have the assemblies outside because the entire enrollment, they can't fit in the bait hall anymore because they have a lot of day scholars, because the community around the school grew. People bought residential stands, built houses, so there are a lot of students that they are enrolling from the neighborhood. Guys, this is a beautiful school. They're still maintaining it so well. Even if the economy is bad, I'm loving the fact that they are still maintaining it, maintaining all the grounds beautifully. That place there, we used to call it Air Zimbabwe. Those steps going there, we used to call them Air Zimbabwe. And then this is the bait hall, the front of the bait hall. And then those little windows there, so some study spaces for Form 6s, and then that door there is a library. So we left the books in the headmaster's office. He said he's gonna put them in the library. So we didn't really get a chance to go to the library because we spend a lot of time in the girls' hostels, in the girls' dining hall. We spoke to the girl child, left some books with them. I hope that they will get to read. It will be nice to come back one day and get some feedback from the girls and everybody who's read. I also loved my other teacher, my Shona teacher, Mr. Makainga, not the fact that he gave a review by just looking at the cover of the book. He just gave a review of what he's thinking. He's like, just looking at the cover and reading the title of the book, Shooting Through Concrete Walls. Okay, so that's the boys' hostels there, and then that's one of the teachers' houses there, and then yeah. So he says that just looking at the cover of the book, he can already tell what the story is about, and he can even give themes and assign themes to what he's expecting to find. He was impressed, and yeah, thank God for that inspiration for the cover and the title. I also am still very awed at how it came to be. And I've got my brother here. Oh, my brother did wonders, guys. Hey, my brother called Kingsley. Guys, hey, Kingsley's a comedian. He's on TikTok. So for a moment, he took the shine. Okay, so these are the girls, and not girls, the students, playing tennis, playing basketball. Yeah. Apparently, Goromonzi is doing well in sports. In our days, we never used to do well in sport. We just focused on academics. I love their tracksuit. Bye! I love the way. I love the... Oh, so much is happening. Hello and bye. And then the boys are in the soccer field, exercising, practicing soccer. The girls are doing netball. You see all those waves. Everybody's waving. Guys, it was so nostalgic. I would spend the day. I could actually go and play volleyball with them and netball. But anyway, we need to go. We've disturbed them long enough. We disturbed them. We took over the whole afternoon, but it was beautiful. Thank you to all the donors, and thank you to everybody who helped us put together this donation, who pulled their resources together with me and donated 100 counter books and 50 copies of Shooting Through Concrete Walls to the school. We hope to do it again. And as we depart from Goromonzi High School, guys, keep doing good, keep shooting through, keep inspiring. So we're going back to Harare. Mission at Goromonzi High School has been accomplished.